Hey, what's up, everybody? XRP $2.50 weekly candle, and it looks okay. I mean, you're probably about halfway. It's a red candle, obviously, but you got a nice little tail there. So, but really nothing there. It's just a range candle, so we're just ranging. But on the smaller time frames, you could see. Um, we have a three-way move here. So if this is like part of a whoops, so you got boom, 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 boom. Let's see if this comes down. You have one, A, B, C, two. Let's see if we come up here and finish it like so, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So it'd be 3 down, 3 up, and then 3 back down. And this could be potentially Wyckoff in here, and then that could be up no Upvember, or they call Uptober. Oh yeah, that's Uptober, but November, isn't it? Yeah, I guess it was October. Anyways, so we got a WXY potentially right in here. So I'm expecting it. You got this little flat right here. I'm expecting it to pop the high, get rejected, and then take the low. And then from there, if we come up in 3 and we get rejected here, then it's looking like it's a reversal. If we could get through it, then because we have this little range right in here, so we really want to hold it. We desperately need to hold this right in here. So that's basically the $2 level. So, very, very challenging right now. Very difficult because on the higher time frames, this could be looked at as bullish and bearish, right? You got 3 down, you got 3 up, and you got a flat here. Boom, boom, boom. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, we should get 5. So I would expect $2. I think we're going to $2, guys. I think we're going to $2. And if we break $2, then it's looking like we should test this 50%, right? So first thing, come down here, finish. If that fails, we got this low down here. If that fails, we have this low down here. If that fails, we have the bottom of the wick. If that fails, well, then we're coming down approximately 89 cents. Basically like $1. And then you have another one sort of right there at 74 cents. So that would be the area of interest. And that would be, this whole thing would be one wave. So it'd be bottlenecking, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, impulse, violent back test, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'd be an impulse. And then this still would be 3, 3, 5. It'd be a massive expanded flat. But by that time, it would be more like, a reversal. This reversed. So then we would play around and then eventually go back. Guys, we're going to $10. It's not like we're not going to $10. We're going to go. XRP will, let me repeat, XRP will hit, $7, $8, $9, $10. I would say even likely this next year. So if this is 3 and we got another 3 and then another 3, that could take, maybe halfway of 2026. As long as we back test in here And then we could look at a big move to the upside, because this is still a carbon fractal, carbon copy of this. So still very bullish. So the problem is, you know, the oscillators are bearish. Let's put the MACD on. Let's get rid of that. You can see that's just completely curled over. So we haven't seen anything coming back. Now for Bitcoin, right, it's also bearish. So, but let me just explain, like, XRP is definitely bullish in the context of this 8-year base. The reason, and then it's also bullish in the context of this 3-way pullback. The reason why it's bearish is because the oscillators are rolling over, but then also it's bearish because you have Bitcoin, you know, kind of getting a lot of congestion, right? A lot of resistance up here. So if we look at, you know, this trend line here, right? We hit it. So to me, you know, we still have this little 3-way pullback here, and it could come down, it could come down further, it could come down further, and it'll still be a 3-way move, right? So if this is 3 down and this is 3 up, this could be 3 back down, or 5, and this could be a flat. And then we could go up one more time and tag that upper trend line. And that's all it needs. That's all XRP would need to fulfill the $8 to $10 level. Because if you look at it, all it needs to do is you have 1, 2, 3, ABC 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done. That could happen so easily. XRP ETF, crypto legislation.
The Act would give the CFTC more authority over digital commodities, while the Anti-CBDC Act would prevent the Federal Reserve from issuing a central bank digital currency without congressional approval.
So we should get the Clarity Act. So the Senate needs to get it passed, and then the president will sign it. So I think the House already passed it. So you got the government shutdown, you know, you got fear in the markets, right? So there's a very good strong case for the bulls and the bears. You know, they're making it challenging. Bitcoin dominance is one of those things where, you know, if you look at the MACD, it's starting to curl back around a little bit. The monthly, though, looking pretty horrendous. But that's good. That's what we want. So that's why I'm still like, you know, Bitcoin dominance, as long as it keeps marching up, that's a good thing, actually, because that keeps the the bull market alive, right? So I don't know if this is going to be a retrace and then a continuation down, but definitely looks like a reversal. I mean, look at that. That looks a lot bigger than anything along the way. So, and you know, you kind of got like 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. You kind of got 5 waves there. The problem is Bitcoin on the monthly, you're flipping red, green, red, green. So, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 waves, and you have red, green, red, green, red, green, and you have a potential crossover on the monthly coming up. And come on. And you go to the 2-week, it's already crossed. So you came, I mean, look at, we've been going up since 2022, 2023, all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come down. Bearish divergence right in here. So, I mean, it just looks bad, honestly. I don't know. It just, but even if it is bad, again, you still only need one more wave for XRP. Like, for example, again, if this comes down, people will be screaming bear market. But what happens after that? You get a retrace, and that retrace could be big. And that retrace, as we retrace, Bitcoin dominance could come down. XRP, Ethereum are flying to the upside. So remember, if you look at this cycle back over here, XRP was the last one to run, right? It was the last one after the retrace, right? So you had a crash, and then you went into the retrace. That's when XRP exploded right there. So if we put the XRP, there we go, right there, see? You could see Bitcoin going down, 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 down. You could see XRP going up, 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 up. Bitcoin comes down, right? All of that was this right there. So, because that's what we call a rotation. What's going on here? So, you know, if Bitcoin comes down and we retrace, this could be a major blast off for XRP, especially with the XRP ETF right around the corner. So it makes it very challenging. On one hand, you have a lot of bear market signals saying, hey, you know, you're getting heated in here, but it ain't over till the fat lady sings, right? So if you look, you got some support in here. So let's see if we can hold that support. Basically 100K. As long as you hold 100K, you know, Plan B came out with a video and he gave the bearish and the bullish side, and it made sense. So if you want to go check that out, I think he just came out yesterday. So interesting assessment he had. But yeah, this is the level right here. So if we break that level, we could still retrace back above it. But if we hold the level, we could make another high. So let's just look at basic, you know, resistance. You could see, right, hitting it, right, come up here, hit it, rejection, popped above it, now we're rejecting. So this line right here is pretty interesting line right there. So, but other than that, you know, you got an impulse to the downside and you got 3 waves up. So what I want to see here is, let's get rid of that. You know, if this is 3 waves up, I want to see 3 waves down, and then I want to see 5 waves up to get a bigger 3. And that could keep pushing the range further, you know, buying us more time, you know. But what's really cool is Ethereum. Now, Ethereum looks bearish, but on the small time frames, but on the large time frames, I think it's one of the ones that are going to explode, because if you just look at it, I mean, just look at it. What's bearish about it? Right? You got a range, right? You have 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 3 waves down. You have an impulse to the upside, and now you're flagging out. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, all you need left, all you need is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. It's over. Done. Bull market's over. Done. That's it. That's all you need is one more wave, and that extension ends it. So if Ethereum needs one more wave, if XRP needs one more wave, and Bitcoin still needs a retracement, then we could, the bulls are right and the bears are right. The bears are right because the bear market is here, but the bulls are also right because we still have another extension. Now, if we don't get the extension and we just go into a bear market, or I should say a continuation of the bear market, because Ethereum's been in a bear market since back over here, then that is just a continuation of this 4-year bear market. So 22, 3, 4, 5, that's 4 years. 26, that'd be 5 years. Right? And let's talk about that. How would that look? Well, I would say that would come down, and then it would be a bigger 3-way move like that. Probably coming down to this level right there. That's probably one of the most important levels on Ethereum, which is exactly, what level is that? Right. God, I hate this freaking thing. Why does it do that? Why is it so stupid? Right there. Basically $2,200. So I don't think I really strongly believe Ethereum will hold 22. What's the percentage on that from the high? That's a 55% drop. So that would be 43% from where we are now. So you break out, but you tested it here, right? That's why I don't think we would necessarily have to come down there. If we clone it and then smash it right there, now you're looking at 27. So I think that range is perfect. This is a perfect range. So if we had to go 3 down, 3 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, build a little bit of a base, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then break out. I mean, what's wrong with that? That would be bull market, bull market, bull market, bear 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 market, bull market, right? So it'd be ascending triangle. Ascending triangle. Perfect. But I don't really like the way it looks right here. I don't know. I don't really see. I guess you could say, if we wanted to be bullish, you could say A. Let's see here. You could say B, and then, or A, or W, X, and then Y. Or you could say A, and then this is B, and then that's C. And then what you have is a wave 1, and then you have A, and then B, and then you come down for C, and that's wave 2. So if this is a wave 1, and that's an ABC wave 2, this could come up in a wave 3. Is it gonna do that? I mean, I don't know. You got support, 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 support. Are we gonna hold it? It's Sunday. It's the most bearish day of the week. Sundays and Mondays are the most bearish days of the week by far. So if we could survive until, say, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe this Wednesday, Thursday, we could, get a little bit of a move back up. Because honestly, we haven't done anything, right? You hit the low, hit the high, hit the low, hit the high, hit the low. Are we going to hit the high again? Or is this it and it's going to roll over now? So we're at a critical area. I would raise this up a little bit. Around 33.50. So if this also could be, 3 waves, and then this could be 3 waves down, and then we would get 5, and that would be 3 down, and then that would be 3 up, and then you would get 3 back down. I like that a lot. And then you go up, right? So W, X and Y. If we lose it and we trend down, obviously we know it's invalid, but I like the way that looks. And if you zoom out and you draw a little bit of a come on now, you draw a little bit of a like a range right in here. 3, 3, 3, go. So let's see. Other than that, nothing really going on here. What about the small time frames? 15-minute chart. Oh, you got a little pump coming off the 15-minute. Okay, look at that. So there you go. Look at the 15-minute. You have impulse, you have a 3-wave move down, you have a 3-wave move up, and then you have a 5-wave move down. So 3, 3, 5. And now you have an impulse up. That looks like a 1. Get a little ABC 2, maybe 3, 4, and 5. And that could give you a bigger 3. How's our Monero doing? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, okay. So, looks like maybe you have a diag here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit of a diag in here. Not really. Gotta come back to it. I mean, it looks good. You got a shoulder, head, shoulder. So, yeah, Monero looks good. Monero looks better than Bitcoin, XRP, and Ethereum. So, privacy coins. You know, you got a little shoulder, a little head, a little shoulder, and you got a bullish engulfing 3-day candle that's about to close. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It looks pretty intimidating. But then you look at this chart, and you're like almost on a 9. So, what's up with that? So is this, it's either, this is what's going to do. It's either going to break out, or it's going to be an ABC and then break out later. SHIB. I like the dojis down here, how it's coming down, 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 and then it says, no, I don't like that, and then it dojis out. So it's still the same kind of story here. I would say this is closer to the end than it is the beginning. So if we're going to be bearish, it's closer to the end than it is to the beginning. Why? Because look how much we've been going down. We've been going down for a while. So if this is 1, 2, and this is 3, and this is 4, right? It's in the shape of a diagonal, 4, and then this is 5. And it's in the shape of this diagonal here, right? So you create that base down here, and then that's when you retrace. So that's what I'm thinking. That's still my thoughts. But how do we fit it all together with Bitcoin dominance, with the stock market, with interest rates, with the Fed, with the ETF, with regulation, with the Bitcoin bearish indicators? You know, it's interesting. So AVAX, you have 3 waves down. You have, oh, actually, yeah, you have 3 waves down. No. Yeah, 3 waves down, and then 3 waves up, and then maybe we get 3 waves back down. I don't know. I just don't like the way it looks. It looks terrible. Theta is the same as SHIB, really. You know, once it finishes down here, I want to see a retrace. It's pretty simple. Theta Fuel looks better. Because it has a better shape. Look at the shape. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A. You have 1, 2, 3. B. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C. We are closer to the end than we are to the beginning. So we're closer to the end of the bearishness than we are to the beginning of the bearishness, right? You know, this thing exploded up, and now it's been going down, 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 down this whole time. So eventually, once it ends, we should go back up. It's pretty simple. But it's not that simple because it's not going to just go up on its own. It needs the rest of the market. But yeah, I mean, this is a good shape right here. But I mean, look at the shape. Let's see. So it actually went down. It's approaching the 1.414. So I would say right down in here would be your low. We're not quite there yet. XRP versus Bitcoin. I just don't like this. It just doesn't look like this. Looks developed. It looks finished. It looks great. This just looks halfway complete, like it needs another piece of the leg. So that's where it's a little bit perplexing. But it's still bullish. It's still in a bullish formation. So let's see how it plays out. Other than that, everything's just kind of sad and pathetic and sorry. I mean, look at Render. You know, we were going up and up and up. And now it's like, it looks like a flag, potentially. You know? So, but you know, if that is a falling wedge, then usually you get a retrace. So, anyways, I will catch you. Remember, nothing here is financial advice. I could be totally wrong. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.